Hello everybody, Dr. Ette here, and we are back with some FTL. So like I said last time, we are going to be going on with the Stealth Cruiser Type B. Again, this could end very quickly for us due to us lacking shields in general, or we might actually get lucky, have a good start, and pretty much snowball the whole way. Let's just here, change the name. Generic ship, generic ship 2. Alright, that worked for me. And we got, never guess their names. It's going to be something very complicated here. Engines. I think we need to have the little green dude and the actual weapons to keep that powered for the start. So, weapons. There we go. Oh, and it does come with long-range scanners, so you can know if you're going to get fucked up by, like, a solar storm or anything like that. But, again, let's go back on normal, see how everything goes for us. Okay, so we literally have enough power for our weapons. Upgrade our cloak. We are good to go. So there's a ship here in the nebula apparently, so we are going to give it a risk. There we go. So in this case, the most important part about using stealth technology is waiting for them to fire. Right now, we cloak, we have a very high evade chance, nothing guaranteed, but it keeps us alive through the first bombardment. I forget how small the actual beam is, but actually if we're only going to be hitting that many, may as well. There we go. So that way if they sneak in one last shot, we'll cut in the weapons before they can actually get it off. Hopefully. Stealth is going to drop, so we might take a hit of damage here. That's not too bad. But they're dealt with. Easy peasy. And we got a free mod. Okay, shield charge booster. Literally useless for us right now, but hey, what can we do? I'm just going to upgrade our engines a little bit more. Dodge never hurt anybody. Nothing here really that I can see, but ideally, we just want to be hitting as many nodes as possible, just so we have a better scouting chance. Sure, we can offer assistance. Advanced sensors, I will avoid sending someone over at all possible. Lead them to their work. I don't feel like that was a proper thing there. Didn't get anything, but you know, whatever. Hey, so in this case, we're going to intervene, help them here. They have a boarding thing. That's spectacular. Who are they going to try to deal with now? Stealth out. Oh, that's some bad luck. Can't really afford to have our Zoltan leave weapons right now. There we go, so everything they have is highly damaged. They only have one hit of life left, but, you know, we still have a long charge time to go. Get her done. Another beam across everything. Should be fine. We are going to have to repair engineer, though. They get one shield up and a laser beam charging, but thankfully we have another shot going off right away. My little Zoltan buddy should be able to... Thought he would be able to deal with him, no problem, but looks like they sent someone over. Okay, so we're just gonna two-man him. There we are. Zoltan can heal up there. Like I said, the start of this one is a massive bitch. We do not even have the possibility to get shields unless we find them in the store. Like I said, it's not the easiest starting ship, but you just get a very powerful weapon, which is fun in its own right. Everyone gets sent back to where they belong. Quickly have the Capitan top up in here. If we can afford it, it might be in our best interest to upgrade our stealth systems as soon as we can. An additional 5 seconds should give us a charge time to get Glaive Beam ready for the first blow. And that's only a jump or two away, so not a huge concern. There we go, so we can hit this distress beacon really quick. Hopefully it's not a big deal. Somehow, you know, we were able to shield their ship with ours lacking shields. That was risky and stupid, and I shouldn't have done it, but whatever works, I guess. Same thing, we're gonna hope we get lucky when we actually stealth. I believe our evasion goes up like by 50%, but yeah, we're at 75 now, so our evasion gets through the roof, and they can't actually hit us while we're stealth, so they can't target us or anything. But just due to the charge time, they should be able to sneak in one more shot before it actually goes off. Like, right, ooh, it's a triple shot too, that's not good for us. Gonna do work on our ship, but we took theirs out. Like I said, a lot of this is just forestalling the inevitable. In this case, we have maxed out our stealth. It is worth our time. Just pull that one power out of the engines, just so our stealth is longer in general. Back in there you go. And I didn't realize we had this broken down as well. So just a quick lickety-split repair, and then we are going to be sending everyone back where they belong. Another ship here. Possibly. Yay, we're getting boarded again. Awesome. I'm just gonna start stealthing now. It should still be enough time for our shit to charge. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Cutting it close though. Alright, so the glaive beam is operational, and we will be able to do something like that. Perfect. One shot, didn't even get hurt. My little engineer buddy over here did get his ass stomped around a little bit, so we're just going to quickly top him off. Gonna be getting pretty good at brawling though, but apparently not. He's good to go, we can cut power there. Back to engines. Once we have a little bit more scrap, we can consider upgrading our power just to keep that going, because it doesn't quite boost us up to full with our stealth thing up. Oh, we can hit another ship here. Again, it's pretty straightforward in this point. It is forestall the inevitable. Ooh, we have to be very careful. No shields make beam weapons very scary. Like, I don't even want to risk it any longer. I can't really... I'm bad at judging the actual charge time on the beam weapons. There we go, easy peasy. Once you can get there, you can pretty much one-shot every ship. But it's the act of actually getting there that's the hard part. So if we get a... I have to get the numbers in my head again, I'm kind of stupid. But now, once we get our engines up enough, we'll be at guaranteed dodge when we're in stealth and whatnot. Not worth it. In that case, I want to try to rescue survivors, because there is the off chance you do get another crew member. Didn't quite pan out that way for us, so we're just gonna finish repairing our engines and go for another jump. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. No life here. Jump to the exit, jump to the beacon net behind it, and that's probably all we have time for though. You know, that's worth it. We're only really losing it on 2 fuel and we get a free reactor upgrade. Is it necessary right now? But no, we can have a fully charged medbay at the very least. I say we just go to the next sector and make it a civilian one, because it's a little bit safer for us. In this case, we are immediately the option to go for a ship and a distress beacon, so we'll hit the distress beacon second, I feel. Okay, we are stealthing immediately because they have drones. In that case, I believe that is a beam drone. Without shields, that will destroy us, so that's really bad. So we're totally gonna have to hopefully skew up and take out weapons, shields, drone control as well. And oxygen, they're down. Bay down. There we are. That's what we have to aim for. See, that's why the ship's scary. Hopefully, if we stumble upon a shop sooner rather than later, we'll be able to get shields. Even 1 point of shield should pretty much keep us alive. So in this case, a lot of repairing going on. All that fun bits. There we are. Everything is powered up and good to go. Now we can hit up our best beacon, bump around. Maybe swing by that shop if we feel like we have enough credits to warrant it. Awesome. Hit up this node here. Turn on oxygen before that becomes a problem later. Guess we just gotta hold. And hope our evasion is actually not shit. But you know. Never said we were lucky. Hold on a little bit longer. Our beam. No, it's not long enough to quite do what I want. So we are just gonna go from here, take out the shield, and burn down the ship. We did get another weapon. It's not really necessary for us right now. Will be in the future potentially, but not quite at the moment, no. Alright, so what do you have for us to buy? Oh man, we can buy shields. Yeah, we can totally do that. We're beautiful. Is this worth it? I don't know. Am I doing it? Yeah, because we really need this for some of the shittier parts. That being said, I feel like it's worth our time to power this down, up that 1-1, and we now have shields technically, which is... I wouldn't go so far as to say godsend, but very useful to get. It's a good thing we had the scrap we needed. Oh boy. Oh, this guy won't be a threat at all, I feel. Wait for him to fire any second now. Cloak. Didn't dodge it, but doesn't matter. He can't charge up another shot. And this giant long beam weapon here, very long spread on it, but it doesn't mean anything if you can't break through the shield. If we go like this, BT dubs, we can only hit 3, but shields are down. I only have 1 weapon. They're really bad at synchronizing, so I'm not too concerned. Hey, boop. Shield will be up in time. Everything is golden. Let's just do that again. Give him a good old zzz. There we are. Much better. I'm going to backtrack because I don't want to go through an ion storm through a nebula, so we'll just go into combat with this ship down here. Cloaking. Usual thing. Always give it a shot. If it works, it works. If not, up to mollies. Gonna get a cloak here. Since we don't have the guaranteed evade, I think we'll have enough time to charge and take out the weapons and everything we need to. So for now, let's gonna line that up. Wave beam is charging. Yeah, we should get that off. Perfect. 24 scrap, another 13. Everything is going very well for us. Okay, so another shop, definitely not necessary. Launcher. Not really useful for us. I think I might just go for the hull repair. Leaving us kind of poor, but yeah, I feel like we can make these 2 jumps there and we should be able to get out of the sector without much issue. Here we are. Another boarding party, that's always fun. Same thing, before we can get the chance for them to charge up, I feel like we're just going to... Oh, well, there we go. These two duke it out a little bit, and they have a lot of systems close to each other, which is kind of fun. Well, we didn't save anybody there in the literal sense. It was a lot of scrap for us, so hard to really complain about that. Oh boy. Trying to figure out right now if it is affordable for us to get another rank of shields, but at least we have the power capacity to do it. Pretty soon, however, we will have to be getting laser weapons or something to actually punch our way through shields. Right now, we can handle up to 2 layers of shields, and you can get there pretty easily with that, with just using the glaive beam, but once you lose your cutting power, there's really no point to the weapon. Without something to breach first. Actually, I think we can make these 2 additional ones here. That'll have to do. A lot of boarding enemies this far around. Kind of annoying. One ship we'll have to get around to later would be Mantis, one of the varieties. Literally the shtick is just boarding, killing, etc., etc. in that regard. Alright, so we might let them the town on our engine a bit, but nothing that should be too problematic. Take you out. Again, the Zoltans, I believe, are actually weak fighters or average fighting in that regard, but I don't really like pulling off my captain unless I really need to. Get a little bit more power here so we can have that to play around with. And we are good to go, I believe. You know, as soon as we power up the engines. There we are, and we can jump there and to the exit, and we will be a-okay. Perfect. Attack the ship when in doubt. Murder, I guess. Same thing, just wait for them to fire. They're synchronized, so hopefully we dodge the both of them. Perfect. Well, you stealth, they can't charge anything, so we're totally in the clear here. Got all these systems through the shield. No sense accepting a surrender when we have them killed. Plain and simple. Back to there. Perfect. 2 shields, I'll take over that 1 extra point in like evade, but helps us against lasers, not so much against missiles and all that fun stuff. And I guess we got a free repair drone, which, easy to sell. Let's go through the pirate control detector. That'll be a good time. Maybe. Probably not. Ooh, distress beacon right off the cusp of things. Perfect. Totally worth it. 2 fuel, even if we just flip that later, it'll be worth our investment just on a scrap basis. We gotta hold till they fire. There you go. I believe the actual bomb has a longer charge time, but not by much. So if we can just hold it out to that, we won't have to worry about them just beaming that onto our ship itself. They beam should just cut through this shieldless ship here, and we are done with that one. Easy peasy. Enemy ship over here. Shouldn't really give us any trouble. Just fight them. They do have a teleportation bay. We're getting boarded. This is fun. I love being boarded. should really consider upgrading that at some point, but... And by that, I mean the doors, so they can't just walk through the whole thing. We are going to have to run away with this guy. He will get his ass beat by Rockman. In this case, we are starting to run into the issue of double shields. Again, it won't be a huge problem till slightly later on, but... For now, it's a big enough problem that I might just kill oxygen to heal everyone up a bit. We do have 2 shields, so I think we should be able to survive the onslaught without much problem, but definitely a nuisance. Power on oxygen, because we really don't want to deal with that later on. Taken care of, taken care of. May as well just send 2 people there since we can't have 2 people in the medbay itself. And their Rockman is taken care of. Quick repairs on the actual stealth systems, and we should be good to go. After a quick run to the healing bay. But again, since we have shields, we should hopefully look to recruit someone who has some proficiency there. So we'll just see how that goes for us. Press beacon over here. Usual fare. We're running low on fuel ourselves, and I'm just noticing that now. So we're just gonna have to screw them over a little bit and ignore their pleas for help. And a pirate ship with... I was almost concerned until I realized we were set up for this, so... There we are. Fell through those. Kill him with the glaive beam. About as many rooms as I think I could hit there. And in the same time disabling their weapons, engines, and drone control partially. Shields didn't last too long, but not a big deal, and we'll just be able to do it again in a few seconds. And... Fun. There we are. Oh baby, more scrap. And more ships up here that I kind of want to go to, but can't really warrant going that far away from the endpoint, especially when we're not too certain about where the actual shop will be here. Trying to remember if that's triple shot or a double shot layers, or regardless. Ion pulse. Affects some of our systems, but thankfully not our weapon system in this case. But that being said, their shields are down. Ours are too, but a bit more critical for them at this point in time. There we are. Line up these ones here. Even with the shield repairs they have going, they're still taken down on their next shot. Especially depending on what this pulse does. Thankfully, it's not just us who get hit by the bullshit background noise, but there we are. Perfect. Gotta wait for our FTL to charge, and we can just jump from the zone before hopefully another one. Yeah, let's hit the store. 154 scrap is basically enough for anything we want. Let's see what we have here. Oddly enough, he's pretty good at shields. Doesn't hurt to have another fighter on our side either. For me. We can quickly hit up this distress beacon for a quick stop. And we got another survivor. That's perfect. Now, a little bit overstaffed, but we can have someone manning the doors so we have a little bit of a barrier going. And I might actually upgrade our sensors just so we can see the enemy charging. I think we're almost gonna have to call the sector here. Well, right after this one at the very least. And that'll fire now. No sense letting that one charge any more than I have to. And at that, I think 4 rooms is our cap for actually hitting here, and we generally want to get rid of that layer of shield first. And no. It's hard to really warrant to surrender when your last lace is just going to take out their ship. But no, we are done with that sector, everybody, and I feel like calling it for this episode. So again, thanks for taking the time for a quick view and all that fun stuff. Hopefully the audio quality is better than the episode a couple days ago. That was kind of shitty on my end. I do apologize. But again, like, comment, subscribe. Any feedback, both positive and negative, I am more than happy to accept. With that, see you next time.